Hi guys, welcome back to HarryMakesItUp. Today I wanted to do a video running through my kind of top 10 luxury items that I think are totally worth their hefty price tag. So these are products, most of which I've had quite a while. Some are newer pieces that I've been tried and tested. I've used them on myself, I've used them on my pro kit, and I really feel like they justify what they cost. So I thought I'd share that with you. This might be helpful if any of you are looking for kind of last minute gift ideas, something special. Like I said, they are all premium products, but these are the ones that I think are worth that price tag. So the first one I'm going to start with is the eyeshadow I'm wearing now. This has had so much love from me recently. I've used it a ton this month. It is the Tom Ford. This is the cream and powder eyeshadow in Naked Bronze. So it's the little pot you get. One part is like a cream shadow on the bottom, and you get a lot of product with this actually as well. I've had this ages now, and you get like a kind of sparkly topper. So two ways to wear it. So for me, the reason this is so amazing, and definitely I found that using it in my kit this week has proved this, you can use this colour on any skin tone and it looks absolutely stunning. Obviously, if you have a lighter skin tone, it is going to look a bit more statement on you. So I am wearing just the cream part on my eyes today, and I just feel like it gives the most lovely bronzy warm eye. Very quick. You could do it with your fingers, you can do it with a brush, you can build the intensity. I tend to kind of go into the socket a little bit more, just add a bit more contrast. And it's just such a good product, especially with like party season coming up. You can add the top coat and get a bit more of a kind of party effect. But even just the cream part on its own is one of those colours that no one does as well as this one. So I definitely had to give that a mention. I think this is a beautiful gift. Obviously anything from Tom Ford would be a beautiful gift for someone special. And I definitely think this is worth the price tag. So I'm not really doing these in any particular order either. So I'm going to go into some skincare pieces as well. And you guys will have heard me talk about this a lot on my channel. This is Sunday Reilly Good Genes. This is one of those all-in-one lactic acid treatments that I actually think is really, really effective, especially when my skin has been a bit problematic. Perhaps I'm having a couple of extra breakouts more than normal. This is my go-to. It just really stops skin from looking dull and tired. I feel like it's a great pick-me-up. It really exfoliates in a very gentle way. I find even when I use this, I get that kind of subtle tingle, which makes me feel like it's really doing something. And I just feel like it's one of those products I don't use every day, but I kind of know when my skin needs to use it. And when I do, I'm reminded why I love it. So I definitely think, while this is a pricey skincare item, it's definitely one that is very, very effective. And if you have a skincare lover in your life, this is definitely one that is worth the price tag. Now, I think a really nice gift and a product that most people kind of lust for when they've redecorated their house or they've moved house has to be an Esop hand wash. Now, I know I'm guilty of this. I feel like I didn't want it, but I did. When we moved to America, we're in a rental apartment, and I just wanted a few touches that made it feel special like ours. And the first treat I brought myself was the Esop hand wash. I have the Resurrection Aromatic hand wash, which is with mandarin rind, rosemary leaf, and cedar atlas. I just think, first of all, the bottle is beautiful, and it is plastic for anyone wondering. I do kind of feel like maybe it should be glass for the price. However, I refill this now with cheap soap, no shame at all. And everyone I know who wants one is like, I just want the bottle once so I can keep refilling it. The hand wash itself is beautiful though, and I do feel like this is the kind of thing you would very rarely buy yourself, unless you're me. So it's really, really nice as a present, especially if someone's been doing kind of redecorating their house or they've just moved house. Plus it's a really nice Christmas present people wouldn't think to buy themselves because of the price tag. But I do think really, really beautiful product inside, plus the bottle, you'll reuse it again and again, even if you want to put, say, shower gel in it maybe and keep it in your bathroom. It's just a really, really lovely product. Expensive, but well worth it. This one's definitely gone down a bit because I've used it so much. It is the Sisley Black Rose Cream Mask. I feel like every beauty blogger under the sun, beauty guru, talks about this. Most makeup artists I know have this in their kind of pro red carpet kit. It is just so easy to use, it smells beautiful, and it works. That's kind of all you want from a product really, isn't it? And I think this feels like the ultimate treat. It is expensive. I would say you don't get massive amounts of it, but again, it's not something you're probably going to want to buy yourself because it just feels like such an indulgent treat. However, the ease of use of this, when the mask goes on, it just looks like a normal moisturizer, but much more emollient. So I love that it's leave-on. It's really fuss-free. If you travel a lot, this is great. You can totally use this on an aeroplane. No one will know you're face masking. So it's very discreet, and I just think the scent is very It's subtle, but really clean smelling and feminine and beautiful. And I think it just does feel like a real treat. And of all the face masks I've got, even I'm still a lover of the Origins Intensive Drink Up Mask, and that is definitely kind of a good dupe for this if you're looking something not quite so pricey. However, this video is all about the looks and why they're worth it. And I just think this one does make my skin look amazing. It never breaks me out. It just feels like baby soft skin the next day. I mean, even after I've used it. But for me, I think it's the kind of the lazy girl in me. It loves, I could just leave this on. I know I'm having a pamper. I'm not going to remove anything later. And it just works. It really, really works. So absolutely love that. That would be an amazing gift to wake up to on Christmas Day. So it's fair to say there are so many great eyeshadow palettes on the market now from every price range, but when it comes to luxury, for me, I feel like it has to tick every box. It should be an experience. So I want the packaging to be luxe. I want it to feel nice when I hold it. And it has to perform amazingly as well to justify that hefty price tag. So when it came to choosing ones, I've actually gone for 2 brands, and it is fair to say there's lots of others I could have chosen, but I felt like if I had to receive a gift or it was something I'm investing in for myself, these are the 2 that I would personally go for. So the first one is the Marc Jacobs eyeshadows. Now this is an older one actually, I don't have the new ones, but I've played with the newer ones and I have played with them in store, and for me they're just as good, if not better than the original versions. They still have this gorgeous shiny black packaging with the Marc Jacobs logo on, and for me I like that you get 7 shades, so I feel like you do get value for money and that you're getting a good amount of product, a good variation. You can get some that are all shimmers, all mattes, a mix of the 2. So there's great shades to choose from. I feel like they have palettes that are very neutral, sort of if you've got a friend that, you know, just wants those classic colors, but they also have more kind of fun party shades as well. So there's really something for everyone. I love using them. I love that there's a big long mirror, and it just feels like the Apple iPhone of makeup. That's what it reminds me of. And you know, none of the lettering has rubbed off or anything. Like the packaging still looks as beautiful today as when I first brought it. So for me, that one definitely gets a shout out. The next one, and the other one I've gone from, is actually by Gucci. And Gucci is a brand that I absolutely love their makeup, and I don't see them get enough love. I just think it's not as easy to get hold of, so maybe that's why. This is the Gucci Eye Amaretto shadow. I just love these. I mean, the packaging is everything you want from like a luxury makeup brand. Black and gold, it's gonna look so chic. This is the 2 color ones. They do come with little brushes as well, but I still tend to not use those. This has got a lovely shimmery brown and a really lovely kind of peach tone. And I have actually used one of the Gucci eyeshadows before. I think it's in my modern 70s eye makeup video, or modern 70s makeup look. I did my lovely friend Grace, which I will link somewhere up here so you can see these eyeshadows in action. Again, I feel like they're comparable to any of the leading kind of brand eyeshadows, buttery soft, blend beautiful, and they're a joy to use. And I feel like the colours are very, very chic, very timeless. There's obviously a couple of kind of party colours in there, but this is makeup that I think you would use forever and love forever. So next one that has to get a mention, and I feel like I've talked about this so much recently on my channel, is the Kage Advice Sister Cream Blush. Again, I think when it comes to packaging, they've just nailed it on the head, and I love that they've brought green beauty, natural beauty products to the luxury market. I think there was really a gap for it. The shade Blossoming is the cream blush that I go back to the most. I absolutely love this colour. I feel like the pigment is true. It stays around much longer than other cream shadows I have. And I just think, again, it's very geometrical, like the fact of how you open it feels nice. Everything about it feels very pleasing to use. And I love the fact they're refillable. So, you know, once you've brought someone one of them, they can refill it again, and it's not going to cost them as much the next time. And while they are pricey, I feel like, again, it's a very weighty product. It feels like quality. It's a pleasure to use, and they have a really wide range of the blushes as well. In fact, I think it's fair to say you could get any product from Kage Advice, whether it's the lipstick or an eyeshadow. And because it has the same kind of theme within the packaging, it's just a real joy to use. And they come in the most beautiful red ornate boxes that literally look like jewelry boxes. So in terms of gifting, these ones really do kind of offer that luxury gift feel that's a very special experience. So definitely had to give that one a shout out. So the next one is by Hourglass. Now I feel like Hourglass's holiday palettes have always been kind of lust-worthy items, and fairly so, but I feel like for me it's taken until this one, which is the Lighting Edit Volume 3. So this is the most recent one. This is the one that got it right for me. I feel like every single one, while the packaging has been amazing, don't even get me started on the marble one, I love that so much. But everything in the marble one was very, very shimmery. And while some people, that's probably perfect for them, I wanted kind of more usable shades that I could use on a day-to-day base. And this palette has everything I need. Everything I wanted in the kind of edit that they make is in volume 3. So I had to mention this because, again, I feel like it's a very special looking gift. You've got the gorgeous rose gold packaging, and it is pricey, but this for me is something you're going to kind of cover a lot of scope with within your makeup bag. So if you're into, say, a capsule makeup bag and you want to have minimal products to carry around, this is ticking a lot of boxes. So you've got your 2 blushes, which are beautiful. You've got your bronzer, and I love the bronzer in this. It's so nice. You've got dim light. Woo! That was the one I literally was holding out for in like every single ambient light palette. You have a strobe color, and then I believe it's diffuse light, I think. I'll correct it on the screen if that's wrong. So you've got your finishing powders in here, you've got bronzer, you've got blush, you've got highlight, and all of these aren't too overly shimmery, which I love. I feel like they are just, for me, this is like the best Hourglass edit. They are what I would pick and choose if I could choose 6 pans myself. So this is the one I'm recommending. I definitely feel like this is worth the price tag. Beautiful, beautiful packaging. Again, if you were looking for kind of a luxe gift for someone, this would cause so much excitement opening it. And I feel like it really is justifiable for the price tag. I feel like this is such a beautiful gift. This is luxury at its best. So moving on to lip products, I've got 2 that I've chosen, and this one is a really new discovery, but a real joy that I'm loving. I've mentioned it before, I think, in a video. This is Emile Cordon. This is the A Kissful of Luxe and Charm, the world's finest lip pot. So for those of you who love Terry Balm de Rose, this is kind of very similar in consistency. It feels, again, a very weighty product. The pot is beautiful. It's kind of got that luxury gifting feel about it. You get like a gold tin lid. And this color, Lisa, oh my goodness, it's like roses with strawberries and Turkish Delight all mixed together. It just smells amazing. And this is the Rosé Champagne one. And I just find this also doubles up beautifully as a face gloss. So those of you who know my love for Gillian Dempsey lid tint in Dew, this is so similar. It's kind of even more glossy, but again, no shimmer in it. It's just a nice translucent kind of gilet finish. Gelé? You guys know what I mean. A beautiful, beautiful product. And again, I think these are around $45, maybe less. Everything will be linked in the description box as well, guys, as always. So Chanel lipsticks always remind me of a very special time when me and my sister were both living in London at the same time. I was, I think, just finishing university. She just moved to London. So I had no money whatsoever. And every now and then we would do this thing called Lady Day, where we would dress up in our finery. We'd get like all dressed up, really polished. And we would just wander up and down Bond Street, just looking in shops that we totally couldn't afford, being all like dressed up and feeling fancy. And we'd go get like itsu, like sushi takeaway, and go sit in the park, and we would treat ourselves. So we would save our money and buy like 1 Chanel lipstick. So that would be like everything we'd saved up for. And we'd go into Chanel, and obviously, again, this whole idea of the experience, when you actually go into a Chanel boutique and buy makeup, they gift wrap the bag. You get an actual little Chanel bag with a little camellia on, and it just was the highlight of being young and, you know, understanding the experience, I think, of a treat, I guess. So it just always reminds me of those days with my sister, and it being really fun, and us kind of giggling away and being like, oh, it's time to go into Chanel. And we would just wander up and down Bond Street, again looking like the architecture in London. And it's just a nice memory of kind of being with her, and when we would treat ourselves to 1 item from Chanel makeup. And it was expensive then, and it's still expensive now, but I do think Chanel lipsticks, in particular the Rouge Allure one, so it's the one that kind of pops up with the little gold bit on top. This is the Rouge Inguini 168, let's say that, which is the nude. Again, I think you could get someone any shade from the Chanel range and they would be blown away. The comfort factor is there, the luxe feeling is there, the moisture's there. I feel like Chanel lipsticks tick so many boxes and they're just so timeless. I feel like it's one of those things that, again, it's got that nice kind of heavy weighted feel. You know, your mum would love it, your sister would love it, your nan would love it, your best friend would love it. It's such kind of like an all-round pleasing present. And I just think for me, they're one of those things whenever I use them on clients, I know it kind of invokes that feeling of feeling special and looked after and that idea of a treat. So for me, Chanel lipsticks are the one that kind of win out in terms of makeup that's worth the price tag. And for me, if I was gifting, I would definitely go for kind of like a true red or a really lovely nude. So I hope that was helpful, guys. That's pretty much everything that was in my little box there. Like I said, these are kind of my personal take on luxury products I love and that I personally think are totally worth the price tag. Products I love, products I use again and again, and they bring me joy. I think it really has to be about the kind of full experience. If, however, you're looking for something on a budget and you're still looking for kind of gift ideas, I have done a blog post which is beauty products under $50, so products that, again, I really highly recommend, gift sets, etc. I'll link to that blog post down below, and I've also done a blog post that will go live with this video, which is kind of my take on really good little stocking fillers and much more affordable gifts. So thinking more kind of like under the $10 mark. So if you want to check that out as well, I'll put that below, and hopefully you'll be sorted for your gift giving for this year. Hopefully I will have given you some ideas. And you know, I think when you're investing in a product, like I said, you want to feel like you know what's been tried and tested and what people love. So this is just my take on that. I hope it was helpful. I would love it if you subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more videos. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.